Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Well, welcome back to episode 6 of let's code some space pew pew. All right, so I think I've notified everybody who wants to be notified that this is happening. All 3 of you. Right, I hope you guys appreciate the new sensationalist title and the little image. We'll basically see if it gains any traction. Okay, so without further ado, let's open some space pew pew. Okay, so let's close the other project down. Sure, let's save that one. Oh, yeah, no, this. Don't save that. No. Okay, so. Okay. So basically, I skipped a bunch of steps from the previous stream to today. One of the things specifically that I skipped was, I basically made the system online now. So it's actually running, the game state is running inside of Lamdera and actually like getting updated. Let me show you guys that quickly. Okay, so by the way, if you ever get this in Lamdera, it's time for a Lamdera reset. So so I've written a little script called Boom that I can actually like updated it a little bit to. You guys are welcome to. That's the wrong one, so that should be. We'll do this with space pew pew. Right, so this script just basically makes sure that Lamdera resets. Lamdera reset normally works fine on Mac, but for some reason, and I guess it'll work fine on Linux as well, but I'm on WSL here, so let's have a look. Okay, so it's just compiling at the moment. Yeah, so it was a little bit of a problem actually, like getting. Oh boy, start a new game. Let's see what's up. Something is wrong. So if we can reload this. All right. There we go. Okay, so this is basically resolving now at about 60 frames a second on the browser. From the last stream to now, you guys will see that I added, basically like a little exponential moving average ping time. And this stuff is extremely zippy. There's a little bit, like there's a slightly noticeable like frame rate difference between running it completely in browser versus running it against the back end. I have no idea how it's going to perform on the actual back end if we release it. Unfortunately, none of that stuff is live yet. We can have a look at the live site now. The reason that it's not live though is that let's have a look here. The reason that it is, it actually makes quite a difference. Like, I'm not really sure if you guys can see it on the stream, but if you go check out the repo the way it is now and run it locally, like, you'll actually see there is quite a bit of a frame difference. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, I mean, and it's actually like slightly noticeable. So I'll have to come up with something there basically. I'm not smart enough with game dev yet to know exactly what to do about that. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, so now there's definitely some jitter, whereas this is absolutely silk smooth. So I'm very heartbroken that nobody has used the troll box. Troll. Let's send that back there. If you're watching this and you see the troll box, please leave me a little message. All right, so let's open up our goals file here. Let's see what we were doing with last time. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we did a couple of things. My buddy Logan helped me out with some stuff. Yeah, I haven't streamed in like 8 days. It's horrendous. So so I should do, where are we now? This is the 19th. Yeah, sort of like I have quite a bit of a deadline, so can't stream too much. Just taking a bit of a break. Okay, so let me actually have a quick look here and just look through what I was busy with. So on the back end, okay. I suppose a good first move would be to do some sort of like a lobby system where where I can basically find, where we can basically like find other players. So let's just basically say that all we want to do for today, because we don't have a lot of time, is make a lobby find games. Okay, so what I want to do eventually is I'll just say like I want to eventually make it a full ELO matching system. Okay, well, we aren't going to do that right now. Okay, well, I guess I need to model this first somehow. I wonder now, how would I go about that? Let's have a look at our screen here. All right, well, since we are using the MySpace School of Design, my timer is going off here. Since we're using the MySpace School of Design, I think what I should do is utilize this left-hand side and actually like see if I can't find any games, like if we can't see the other players or the other people who are connected there at the moment. Wondering how I should do that. Put that in there. Put it over there. What can we do basically? Let's sort of say that what we're going to do I guess if you could see the other people that are there at the moment, you could say start match. And I guess if somebody else goes start match, then we can just match them initially, I guess. Okay, let's go have a look here on the back end. What do we got? Let's look on our types for our back end. Right, so we have connections to current games. Alright, so we don't really like have a set of people who are connected at the moment. So let's see where I use this. Alright, so this last scene is kind of like what I ended up using to check the ping times. Well, I used the same front-end ping system to basically like ask, yeah, to sort of like determine whether or not the person is still connected. Now there is stuff in Lamdera to do that, but for some reason I couldn't quite figure that out in this context. So, I need to restart the Elm language server, I guess. Yeah, here we go. So I've renamed this stuff to browser ID and connection ID because it's kind of like client ID and session ID in Lamdera natively, which kind of is confusing because I think session, client ID should have been session ID, and anyway, but okay. But now it's connection ID, so that's per tab, and per browser is browser ID. So I guess what we want to do is we want to do it per connection ID. Let's see where I actually use all of these. Alright, so here's the incoming ping. So it's going to ping a guy every second. But basically, like if we see a connection, I'm going to add that with the time. So I guess what we could do, if we go to the front end, okay, so let's draw matchmaking. Yeah, maybe. Right, let's see what it does when we try to draw matchmaking. Okay, I think I'm just going to give this a comment so the AI can write it for us. So, draw a box listing all the connections. We have to update the model to do that. Next to each connection, draw a emoji to indicate looking for game. Oh yeah, or playing game. Now that's a good one. button at the bottom to grab game.
It's 23 hours.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so let's just think through this. So we want our connections, and then on top of our connections, we basically want to say so we have a connection ID. Is what is a good name for the status of a connection in terms of looking around, wanting to play a game or being in a game. Let's have this thing actually come up with something for us. That's brilliant. We can actually spectate games. That's actually pretty damn cool. All right. Let's do that then, basically. So let's say connection state equals looking for game, playing game. Also, okay, so looking for game, in-game, game ID. Spectating game ID. That is brilliant. That is awesome. Spectating game, basically like walking around, looking around. All right, so there we have our statuses. All right, so if you're looking for a game, then that basically means we can connect with you. If you're in a game, we can see your game ID. If you're spectating a game, well, I guess you could be spectating and looking for a game, I guess. Should definitely be able to do both. I have viewers. I have a chat, and I have a viewer. Hold on, let me go have a look at who's chatting to me. I'm too old to understand the YouTube-ness, so I shouldn't say stuff like that. So look here quickly. View your channel. Okay, hold on. I've lost my viewer. I've lost my viewer. Tools. Okay, so what am I streaming through? Yeah, hello. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Hmm. Let's have a look quickly, see if we can actually see the code here. That's wrong. Now, why in the flying heck would that still be locked on? Okay, we've got our one chatter back. Might be mine. Okay, well, I'm going to stop this stream just for the time being. Let's see if I can fix the video.